The urgent manhunt for the suspect who shot and killed a Euclid police officer is now over. Officials say Deshawn Vaughn was found dead inside a Shaker Heights apartment following a standoff this evening. This all started Saturday night when Euclid Police were called to a home just before 10 o'clock for a disturbance. While police were investigating, police say a gunman ambushed Officer Jacob Derbin, shooting and killing him. Police then identified Vaughn as a suspect and asked the public to be on the lookout for him. Their investigation took them to Shaker Heights this afternoon, where Vaughn had barricaded himself inside an apartment building. After several hours, officers entered the building and found Vaughn dead. Tonight, people in the Euclid community and those across the state are mourning the loss of Officer Jacob Derbin. Officer Derbin was a little more than 2 months away from getting married. Tonight, emotions and heartbreak for a young officer who was answering a call for help when he was gunned down.
My heart absolutely breaks. He's 23 years old.
Euclid Police Chief Scott Meyer held back tears as he described the young officer who was shot and killed in the line of duty Saturday night.
His kind heart and enormous smile were infectious. The world was a better place with him in it.
On July 24, 2023, Officer Jacob Derbin took the oath to protect and serve. He followed in his father's footsteps. His dad is a Euclid police officer.
I go to bed every night hoping that I won't get this information. And my worst nightmares come true.
Now those who worked alongside of Officer Derbin, his family, friends, the community, are all united in their grief for the young officer who was just starting his life when it was taken.
I ask the public to pray for Officer Derbin, his family, the law enforcement community.
The U.S. Marshal Service saying tonight the suspect was highly armed when law enforcement surrounded a condominium that he refused to come out of peacefully. News anchor Damon Maloney reports on the initial 911 call that unfolded into a manhunt.
Tonight, there is a growing memorial outside the Euclid Police Department honoring the life and sacrifice of Officer Jacob Derbin. The police chief calling his death disgusting and saying that the public had reasons to be terrified. Saturday night, just before 10 o'clock, Euclid Police were sent to East 211th Street, Chief Scott Meyer says, for a report of aggravated menacing.
The complainant stated that her child's father threatened to harm her and her mother. When the officers arrived on scene, she was horrified to even be outside talking to the officers.
The suspect, identified as Deshawn Vaughn, was said to be on foot and possibly nearby.
Officers went to check the backyard and were ambushed by gunfire from the suspect.
Officer Jacob Derbin was struck, rushed to university hospitals.
As humanity, we got to do much better than this.
Where he was pronounced dead that night. His fellow officers and those from neighboring departments and agencies, including the ATF and U.S. Marshal Service, mourning their brother, still dealing with a suspect armed and on the run, officers and the community at risk.
When somebody gets this desperate and they start thinking like this, they're capable of just about anything.
Police putting out a description of Vaughn and the vehicle he was thought to be in, but daylight would come and still no sign of him. Until Sunday afternoon when officers, SWAT team members, and other law enforcement surrounded this condominium on Van Aken Boulevard in Shaker Heights. Neighbors telling News 5 around 2 o'clock they heard several gunshots. Residents inside told to stay in place.
The suspect was highly armed, from all the information we had, correct?
Yes.
Including what I believe was possibly a MAC-10 machine gun.
The U.S. Marshal Service saying attempts for a peaceful surrender ignored.
He was not willing to give up and come out, surrender peacefully. At the end of the day, we did a lot of things during the course of this day, including sending in a number of drones that he shot at.
This evening, police confirming Vaughn was dead, manhunt over, scene secure.
To kill a law enforcement officer is to tear at the very fabric of our democracy. This young man was doing nothing but his job, which is to serve and protect this community.
Chief Meyer calling Officer Derbin a gentle giant who served with dedication, honor, and professionalism.
I could count on him every single time to do the right thing, make the right decision. He was kind, he was compassionate.
I asked Chief Meyer, how does he lead going forth with a hurting community and police department? He says he stands by his officers, shows them that he believes in them and that he has their back. Reporting in Euclid, Damon Maloney, News 5.
In honor of the life and service of Officer Derbin, Governor Mike DeWine has ordered flags to be flown at half-staff at all public buildings and grounds throughout Cuyahoga County and the State House until sunset on the day of his funeral. In downtown Cleveland, the flags at the Greater Cleveland Peace Officers Memorial have already been lowered to half-staff to pay respect to Officer Derbin. The memorial stands as a tribute to local law enforcement officers who have died in the line of duty. We're also learning more about the man accused of killing the young police officer, Deshawn Anthony Vaughn. News 5's Nadine Avasada has been covering Vaughn's standoff with police all day and met with one of his family members who says he's stunned at what his loved one is being accused of doing.
Not long after gunfire and flashbangs rang through Van Aken Street in Shaker Heights, Howard Ferguson learned his nephew, 24-year-old Deshawn Anthony Vaughn, the man accused of fatally shooting a Euclid police officer, Jacob Derbin, was dead.
I really have no feelings right now. No emotions, no nothing.
Ferguson says Vaughn was an active boxer that he looked at like his own child.
He's my son. He's a loving person. I understand he has a big statue, but he's really a loving person. I'd do anything for anybody.
Since last night, Vaughn had been on the run from police, leading to a massive manhunt.
Just had a brand new baby. And he was just going through a little bit of stuff that probably was just kind of hard on him.
During which, it's believed Vaughn was on a social media account making posts about the situation.
I wish I could have just heard his voice. I think I could have made it a little bit better. I really do.
Soon that manhunt ended with another life taken in this tragedy.
I'm sorry. The officer did not have to lose his life. I don't know exactly what happened last night, still to this day. Nobody have to. And for this to be Mother's Day, and the comments that I've seen, Deshawn is a child of somebody too and has a mother.
While Ferguson hurts for the family of Officer Derbin, he's still processing his own loss and ponders how something as terrible as this could happen.
It's a very sad situation. I pray there was a better outcome.
Reporting in Shaker Heights, Nadine Abusada, News 5.
A standoff in Shaker Heights shut down a large portion of a neighborhood as drivers were turned away from the area and residents were told to shelter in place. Multiple agencies closed down the area of Lee Road and Van Aken Boulevard because of the SWAT situation. One woman says when she returned home this afternoon, she was shocked to find her street blocked off and concerned neighbors on the sidewalk.
My neighbor just told me that there's some kind of standoff going on in the area. He heard AK rifles or the sounds of gunshots, and he's like, it was enough to make him come out of his home.
Some residents told us the area is usually quiet and they were not used to seeing such a heavy police presence.